Okay, so this feeling will ultimately, as long as the face is in a strong position, this will help me deliver more shaft lean, more compression, nice strong club face, and it will help my body pivot in the correct way. Everything we're going to do today is going to be leaning towards more shaft lean, more compression, okay? We're going to be able to do that through the body's movement. So number one, we need to set up accordingly, okay? So as a drill, this is a great way to set up to a ball when you're doing half swings and 3/4 swings, okay? Is to actually get more pressure on that lead side at the start, okay? And we want to kind of, in a way, keep it there for the majority of your golf swing, okay? So how we do that is we're going to narrow the feet a little bit compared to what you are doing at the moment. So again, you're quite wide. Going to bring your feet in just a little bit, and I would say the maximum amount of distance between the feet would be, see this alignment stick here? I'm going to place 2 club heads inside my left foot. So there's 1 and 2. So 2 club heads can fit inside my the left part of my feet, and the same on the right. Okay, so 1, 2. If I get too wide, okay, what I'm going to see here is that my feet become a little bit too wide, and I might be able to fit like 3 in there, okay? So I want us to only have about 2 club heads sit inside both areas of our feet there, okay? The second part would be that we can get about 60, possibly even 70% of our pressure on the lead side at setup, okay? So if I was to draw a line up your left ankle, okay, on the analysis that I've sent you, I would want you in that line, okay? I wouldn't want you to be away from that line, okay? So what it looks like here is we get into our setup position, and I'm going to ask you to feel like we've got more pressure in the left-hand side here, and then we're going to just tilt the upper body back ever so slightly. And again, what this gives us is a little bit of natural shaft lean, okay? And I can definitely feel like I've got some pressure in this lead side. Okay. Now from here, the rotation off the golf ball, we're going to attempt to feel like we stay in that lead side just a little bit. Now, that's not to say that we're trying to lean into it even more. We still want to rotate the body, okay? But we are going to feel like we keep some in here just a little bit, because at the moment, again, when you're a bit too wide and we move off that golf ball, right? We're just getting too far away from the ball. So I want you to set up, get 60 to 70% of your pressure in that lead side, okay? And as you get to the top, or as you work on those half and 3/4 swings, maintaining that strong club face, what I want us to feel is though, as we rotate off the golf ball, I still want us to feel like we're in that lead side just a little bit. Okay, so you'll see here that my upper body, my lower body, and my pressure is still very much on top of that golf ball, okay? All right, now that makes it a hell of a lot easier as we come down to get in front of that golf ball, deliver that golf club with a bit more shaft lean and compression, okay? What does that look like from a down the line perspective? So we get into our setup, 60 to 70% pressure on that lead side, feeling like I'm staying on that lead side during my rotation back and keeping that club face in a fairly strong position, okay? From here I can push and turn, and now I've got a ton of shaft lean, I've got a very nice compressed look at the end of my golf swing, okay? From here I can continue following through and getting that body to work, okay? Which brings me on to that third point of how do we use our body more effectively? So like I said, because sometimes you get that face a little open during the backswing, okay, your tendency is to cast this golf club this way. So remember, if the club face is open at the top, we would need to get some, we would need to close the face via casting, and then obviously at the end of the swing, we're just getting these arms to fold that way. So what we want to do is we want to start to include our body when the club face is in a stronger position, okay? So what we're going to feel is that we hit the ball almost with our upper body And I want us to feel like we're keeping our arms fairly straight through impact. Okay, I want the body's pivot to basically hit the ball for us here, not the hands and arms, okay? The hands and arms will of course hit the ball, but I want us to feel like it's the body's pivot. So what that means is, let me just remove that so I can hit a couple of shots here for you. Okay, so what I'm trying to imagine me doing is, as I've gotten into that setup position, okay, I want to feel like I take that club back, staying on that lead side, okay? And then I want us to feel like as I'm pushing down towards the target, I want my chest to continue pivoting through that golf shot all the way. And I want us to finish just like this, the arms fully extended. I don't want any fold of the arms or hinge of the wrist just yet. Okay, so this feeling will ultimately, as long as the face is in a strong position, this will help me deliver more shaft lean, more compression, nice strong club face, and it will help my body pivot in the correct way, okay? So what I kind of like to do sometimes is just place a smart ball, grab one of the Tour Striker smart balls and place it in between your forearms, okay? And this gives us the sensation of kind of keeping everything together when we swing. So left side, nice strong face, load, keep that body, or keep that pressure on the left, and feel like we pivot our chest all the way through and don't let that smart ball drop. Because if you start to hinge this way, okay, and we get that right arm into internal rotation, you're gonna notice that that drops down. Okay, so what does that look like from a down the line perspective? So we pivot off the front leg, keeping that face nice and strong, pushing forward, turning the chest. And we're keeping everything nice and extended through impact. So I'm hitting that golf shot with my upper body pivot and my arms are staying nice and straight. All right.